Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the mop here on a hump day. Wednesday, that is right. It is supposed to be a good humid day today. Looks like we might get a few little thunder showers or rainstorms as well. The corn is starting to tassel here in southwest Wisconsin. On my way into work, saw quite a bit of that. The corn is definitely way above knee high, probably closer to shoulder. And that would be my shoulders. So it's probably a good 6 foot tall. Hopefully no heavy winds or anything like that. The farmers definitely don't need that. Hay season is going well. I think they're on second crop now, going on second crop here. So, yeah, welcome to the mop. How do dreams play out for you? Last night, what sucks for me is I can have all kinds of dreams, and they wake me up a lot of times, and some of them freak the shit out of me because I don't know if they're real or not, but I can't remember them. I don't remember any of them. I remember bits and pieces, but I can't remember any of the dreams. My wife would ask me, "What'd you dream?" I wish I could tell her. I can't. I don't know. Some of it's not good at all. Most of them actually are never really good. It's not like that I was successful or anything like that. It's just weird shit that plays in my head. So, and it always entails usually an emotional day. Yesterday was very emotional for me, and I'm not sure why. I don't know why. I know I'm coming up here at the end of the month. July 23rd will be 9 years post-stroke. Coming up end of July as well will be when Mom was at her ends 2 years ago. So I know that's playing a big part of what's going on in my head. I've got just a handful of things I want to get done around the house yet. I got my fountain project pretty well going. I just got to know how to trim it all out and how I want to landscape around it. It's going to be kind of the memorial to my mother-in-law and to my mom area. So I've got all that going on in my head, but I know I've been mentally frustrated and exhausted as well. And I don't know why. Except for those couple things. But the dream stuff last night really was weird, and I don't explain it. Charlie must have, which is our grandpuppy, Charlie, lives with us, and I know she was worked up as well, because I must not have settled real good, because she was not settling down either. Up, down, had me up a couple of times. I know I was up at 3 o'clock, and I was up at 5 o'clock, and then 5:30, and then 10 to 6. Got up, let them out about 5:30, hoping I could go back to bed. And I could never get settled. When I finally did get settled, I needed to get going. So my wife's been having odd sleeping stuff too. She had to get up early for work today. So just a lot going on. And summer always, everybody says, "Oh, just enjoy summer, relax." Summer never seems to do that for me. I never have that opportunity to just relax. And because I do it to myself too. I could, but then it's like, well, I'm not getting anything done, so I need to get stuff done. Hence the yawning today. I am exhausted, and that's not good for my brain either. But we'll go from, I don't know any other thing than full speed most of the time. And lately I've tried to slow down, and I think that might be part of it too, is just I feel like I am not doing well personally, but I am. I'm moving forward every day. I'm doing stuff every day. I'm involved every day. But it could be also my feeling of I'm not where I should be for my age, whatever the hell that means at 52. But it just doesn't seem like I am set up to where I should be. Thinking about retire, I'm only 13 years from being able to think about retirement or whatever, and yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen. Unless I win the lottery, and you gotta play the lottery to do that. Or unless somebody just decides to gift me $1 million, and that probably ain't gonna happen. I'm not anybody's special list that high up, I'm sure. But the good thing is you have today and tomorrow. You never promise tomorrow, so do what you can today to set up for tomorrow and to set up for the next day. Pretty proud of my nephew and his wife in Minnesota. They are starting a dream of theirs. They are going to open a restaurant in Aiken, a cafe or a diner. I guess it's considered a diner, which is kind of cool. It's one of those terms you don't hear about much anymore, and I saw their menu online yesterday. It looks absolutely set up. It looks great. It's in simple menu, which I think will do really well in Aiken. So if you're in Aiken, Chucky's Diner, I think, or Chuckles, no, one of those. So in Aiken, that diner is going to be my nephew and his wife's. It's in the old Birchwood Cafe building. So I'm excited for them. I'm excited for them to bring another business to Aiken. And when I looked at the menu, I think it's going to be a great deal. My mom would have been just so happy for them. She would have loved the theory of what they're building. So we'll hopefully see great things coming from them. But like I said, I'm super proud of those guys for chasing after their dreams. See, that's one thing I think everybody should try, and I got to do it. There's a dream I've always had of opening a store because I love to grill. I wanted to sell grills. I want to sell the seasonings. I want to sell all kinds of things related to grills. And I've never chased that dream. And for them to do that, it's awesome. And, I'm not even sure what it would take for me to do what I want to do, but I think that would be one of my things. If I had to say right now, what one goal, there's two things in my life. Own a bowling alley and go after that aspect, or open a store based around grilling, the seasonings, and all the tools to go with it around cooking and things like that. That's the two options that I personally would love to do. Never have looked at having the money or things to start that business. There's plenty of storefronts, especially here in Richland Center. There's plenty of things to do that way. And there's not a lot of competition for it per se. You have your hardware stores, you have Walmart, you have those kind of things that carry grills and all the spices. But nobody with the knowledge that could walk you through on how to use any of it. They're hoping that you just buy it. That's why Tractor Supply, they're all good businesses, but none of them specialize in any of it. They just sell it. It's just those things. I think it would work. I think it would be a good idea. I used to love to cook a lot, so I thought always opening a restaurant would be a good idea. But since my stroke and my left side stuff doesn't work quite the same, the whole 10-hour, 12-hour, 13-hour days to cook and to do that kind of business, I don't think I could do it with how exhausted I get mentally. So if you're trying to chase your dreams, go after them hard. Don't hold back. I hear people always about the guys that have failed multiple businesses, multiple times. And then it's finally success. And they found what worked. It's kind of like this Moose Opinion Project. people always say, well, Chris, if you're going after likes and you need to change your content, you need to change your aspects of it. That's not the point. This is my channel, and that's what I want to talk about. So if you have a business and you are content and you are happy and you have great ideas to how to go forward, also post videos sometimes. If you have businesses, post videos of other ideas that you're looking for. In Richland Center area here, we have multiple Mexican restaurants. We have 2 Chinese places. We have a good family restaurant, but we have also 2 barbecue places. We have the bowling alley. So a restaurant for me doesn't work. However, then I think about the grilling and the seasonings and all of that stuff. The only other part that I would add probably to my seasoning size is the olive oil portion of it. The olive oils and the vinegars would be the other aspect I would add to the grilling, because then it's a 24/7, 12 months out of the year where you're using it. Grills around here, of course, are a little bit seasonal, but I grill on mine 12 months out of the year as well. That's why my grills don't last. But if you have your own business and you're doing well, congratulations. Congratulations on chasing after those dreams. Congratulations on working hard to get where you are. A buddy of mine, Mark, that's done many things. I had that discussion with him the other day. He's done a lot of things for back in Aiken, and it is awesome to see. For a town that shunned him for a while, and his dad and family there for a while just because of things that were going on, Aiken was well known to do that. Aiken was well known for shunning the people that were not in that upper echelon, that were lived in Sin City out in the townhomes, or grew up on the hard sides of things, or you were raised by a single mom, which like I was. He has definitely made his footstep, and I asked him why he did that and and he knows I talk about it. It's because he wanted to prove that he made something of himself, and he sure as hell done that. So it's pretty awesome to see that a gentleman like him, he helps my mom's event out. He bought all the chamois this year for my mom's event. He bought the shirts last year, or a majority of the shirts last year. So we bought bowling ball chamois this year, something different. And it's awesome to see. It's almost weird that you see people do that than a lot of the very successful people around these small towns, and you have that same here that don't help out at all. They owe everything to that town, but they don't do anything for it. They expect things. That's what happens here. We've got a couple of big businesses here in Richland Center, and they expect, because they are in town, they expect the locals to shop there. And that's sad. That is sad that your expectation is, well, it's because it's us, you need to shop with us. No, that's not how it works. If you are not adding or contributing to the recipe of success, just because you pay taxes in a town and you're paying sales tax, whatever, does not make it where people owe you anything. That's just me. I don't agree with it. I don't agree that just because you are a big business that people owe you. They don't owe you shit, just so you know. You have to, as a farmer or anything else, tend to the field so your crops bloom. And if you're not tending to the field, which includes helping your workers tend to the field and having them feel like they belong to the family farm and not just on the manure side, if you know what I mean, don't expect anything. don't expect, just because you put a business in town, that they are going to come. You need to have the actual personality, the willingness to supply growth to that town. And I think you're going to see that out of their diner. I think you're going to see that. Aiken's got some good businesses. Shirts Plus used to be part of ours growing up, and Bethany Gravel, she did last year, if you remember, she made the shirts to my mom's event. Shirts Plus. I have sent people from here even because of the ease of operation. Mark does things through her as well. So if you are going to lock yourself in, and if you don't know anything about Aiken, Aiken is a small community. I think there were 92 kids or 91 kids in my class in 92. I don't think it's much bigger than that now. No swimming pool, no golf course, none of that stuff. Like Plain, where I grew up in originally, there was 588 people. We had swimming pool, we had ballpark, we had Aiken. You grew up to play ball. That's what you're basically were growing up to do, because that was big. The baseball was the sport when you were in the summer. No swimming pool because they had lakes. Yeah. So, congratulations to Kale and Chuck on opening. I wish them nothing but success. I think they'll have great success with it. They seem energized about it. So it should be a good thing for them, and I'm super proud of them, and I know my mom would be too. So make your dreams happen. That's all of that story came back to, what do your dreams do for you? So have a great time. Have a great day. Enjoy the weather today. It could be a little swampy down here in southwest Wisconsin, and we'll go from there. But I should take my advice probably and start chasing after that dream too and see how that goes. But I wish you all the best. Hope you enjoy your day today. Whatever you're doing today, do it 100%. You know my belief on 110. You can't do 110. No matter what people have tried. If you give 100%, that's all you can ask for. 100%. If your phone's at 100%, it's fully charged. If you give 100%, you're fully doing what you can. So have a great day. We'll talk tomorrow morning. And as always, take some time to bless somebody today.